Hello, my name is Jacob Medina, and today I'm going to be going over my guide on how to help new players play Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. First off, let's start with what you need. You'll need some dice, a medium for keeping track of your character and notes, a rule book, which I recommend getting the player's handbook as it has detailed instructions on every aspect of the game, and lastly, the Dungeon Master or DM. This is the person who runs the game for you, describes everything happening on your adventure, and sets the difficulty or DC for those skill checks on your die. Your role as a player is to interact with the world the DM has built and let them know what you would like to do. All around you, the people flee in terror as the dragon's fire rages throughout the village. They scream and the dragon lets out another stream of fire from its mouth into the sky, and then it lands directly before you into the plaza. What do you do? Yeah, I'm gonna hide. Awesome. Roll me a stealth check. DC 15. I got a 12. This is where we die. You go to hide, but one of your daggers slips out of your pouch. It clangs on the concrete floor of the plaza, and the dragon turns around and spots you. He bares his teeth and then lets out a ferocious roar. I'm gonna need both of you to roll initiative. This interaction is just an example of what can occur within a typical session of D&D. A lot happened there, but it can be simplified to the situation and the action. The situation is where the Dungeon Master describes what is happening to their players at a particular moment in time. Once the Dungeon Master asks, "What do you want to do?" we then shift towards the action phase for the players. The action is where the player describes to the Dungeon Master what they'd like to do. Whether it be attacking, healing, or in this case hiding, the player is going to decide what their in-game character wants to do in that situation. Once you've reached a decision, the Dungeon Master will typically ask you for a roll. You'll then take your 20-sided die, or D20, and roll it. You'll take that number, add your character's bonus to that related skill, and add them together for a grand total. The Dungeon Master then describes a new situation and the cycle repeats. This is just a simplified guide to help you get started playing D&D. There are a ton of other things to learn, but there are a ton of resources to help you out. For example, the Player's Handbook is an amazing tool that can help you out with character creation, actions and abilities you can take within the game, and it can help you out with what weapons and armor you can use. There are so many things to help you get started, and as long as you remember the two main things we went over today, the situation and the action, you'll be well on your way to becoming an adventurer. Thanks for watching.